Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. Let's just take a minute or so just to settle, right? Do you guys hear like any background music when I go mute? Because I because when I yeah, because when I start the space and go mute, then some kind of like a background music starts playing. But when I go mute like again, um, it doesn't sound anything. The music is not playing at the moment, is it? Are you hearing any background music? No? Like, so let me go mute for a second and tell me if you hear any background music when I go mute. Okay. So looks like you're hearing some background music. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Um, Marvel and Seldar. Uh, I don't know if I was it correct to pronounce your name. Thank you, Persert. I think you're the first one to join uh, today's chain of thought, I guess. You were the first one today. All right, so um yeah, welcome back to another chain of thought. Today is seventh. I mean, as a chain after our name the chain of thought, it's like a fifth. Um, but since I started doing these like this series of spaces, this is I think it's 7 days in a row. So yeah, it's been a week. So anyway, I really appreciate you all tuning in. These daily spaces are quickly becoming a kind of a living record, a way to um, ground a project in real conversations, not just announcements and tech updates. So for me, transparency is a not a one-off event or marketing word. It's about showing up, sharing unfinished thoughts, and listening as much as talking. That's what I always value your feedback, your questions, and even your criticism, of course. And tonight, I want to try something different, comparative exploration sparked by conversation with my Japanese co-founder. And let's take a look at two major blockchain ecosystem. I would say like a one major blockchain ecosystem with Zenia. All right. So today I want to talk about Base and Zenia, of course. So each has its own philosophy, its own way of building, and most importantly, its own theory of how we onboard the next billion users. So that's the today's topic. Yeah, just in short, it's a comparison between Base and Xenia. All right, let's start with Base. So on paper, Base has a remarkable advantage. It's the full force of Coinbase behind it. You know, if you read the recent Hashtag research analysis, you'll see the numbers. The base is absolutely dominating the on-chain activity. Their transaction volumes and developer stats are off the charts. Brilliant. But here's the real story. Distribution is king. I think um I think I told you about the difference between decentralizing the tech and distributing the power, the resources, and stuff like that. And even at the Deepiner Soul conference, I talked about it. Decentralizing the infrastructure isn't the hard part. Distribution of the resources and the power is. So yeah, um, distribution is king. And base base isn't just winning because of the great tech, but because it's plugged straight into the Coinbase user base. Tens of millions of KYC users, mostly in the US, with all the liquidity, compliance, and brand trust that comes with that. So Base is the ultimate like Web 2.4 on ramp. It's the express lane into Web 3. Just simply because the bridge is already there, right? It's already there just because of Coinbase, right? And this is a philosophical reminder. So in tech, the best protocol doesn't always win. The best distributed protocol does. So throughout the history, it's not always the most innovative tool that prevails, but the one that finds a channel into real people's hands. Think about M-Pesa in Kenya or like WeChat Pay in China. Even the first web browsers, they succeeded not just through invention, but by becoming accessible, relatable, and embedded in daily life, right? So distribution is king, and distribution is what decides like the winner, I think. So that said, once again, base has a remarkable advantage. Yeah, the Coinbase. So has there ever been a product or technology that genuinely solved your problem? Maybe something new you didn't even know you needed it, um, because it simply reached you where you are, what made it work. So yeah, if you have any idea, if you have any experience with a product or technology that generally solved your problem, probably an app or something. Doesn't have to be Web3. If you have any experience with those things, let me know. Drop comments on the thread. I will pick it up when I find it. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for listening from Nigeria, Cornelius. Yeah. Crypto exchanges. Your name is crypto exchanges. Okay. Uh, yeah. David. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So yeah. Whenever you have an idea, just let me know. Where I want to talk about it. If any of you just drop the comment, right? The experience with the product or technology that genuinely solved your problem. All right, but yeah, so that's the strength of base, and I wanna flip the lens and look at Xenia for now. So we're not piggybacking on a Silicon Valley exchange or focusing on already saturated Western markets. Our vision is to grow from the ground up, starting the places that are too often overlooked. The BRICS countries, the global south, the unbanked, the remittance dependent, the underserved. And our strongest communities are like obviously Nigeria. Like many of you are here listening to my space right now from Nigeria. Thank you guys. And like Vietnam, Pakistan, Indonesia, Bangladesh, places where crypto isn't a speculative casino, but a practical necessity for sending money, earning income, or simply participating in the economy. And it's not just a abstract emission. We've spent years integrating with like on and off ramp partners. Um, and yeah, I think I cannot disclose the names of the partners at the moment because we haven't um, published or released any like part. Yeah, we haven't made any announcement on these partnerships with like on and off ramp um, solution providers. But yeah, anyway, we have made like partnerships with some kind of pay, blah 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 pay, and yeah, creating entry and exit points for users whose lives are not dominated in dollars, whose problems can't be solved by just another DeFi yield firm. Um, yeah, but very soon, like I shouldn't say any exact dates, but pretty much soon. Yeah, and on the roadmap too, I think we already mentioned that like extra financial features are coming in Q3, meaning like around now, like until October for right September, the end of September, right? Uh, that's the Q3. So from now to at some point from now to the end of September, there'll be a financial feature, um, like a new on and off ramp features added to the Zenia wallet. But it's not going to be, yeah, I believe it's not going to be the end of September. We've already tested like we're already testing on our hands, just not like live in public. So yeah, wait for that. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so there's more coming too. Um, and most partnership I can't talk about yet. These like a partnership announcements should be released under and the official account and in words, right? So not like this. This is just a random talk by a co-founder of Zenia. So it's not really official statement or announcement included most of the time. Yep. But if you watch what we are building, you will notice a theme. It's not about chasing trends, it's about unlocking real demand. So if you're tuning in from outside the US or Europe or Japan or like anywhere, um, what's the one problem you wish more Web3 projects paid attention to? And for those in the West, and what's your biggest roadblock to using crypto in daily life? That's another question I've got for you. if you're comfortable enough to answer these questions, just let me know your thoughts. Hmm. Okay. And yeah, just for the record, whenever I go silent, that means I'm reading your comments. Listening from Ghana. Thank you very much. I just met a friend of Japanese friend here in Tokyo, who just visited Ghana for some sort of like business project, and yeah, he really loved Ghana. He told me he brought like a Ghana chocolate from Japan to Ghana, and he gave it away to like his clients or whoever he met, and all he said like a Ghana chocolate like from Japan, like we have okay, it's so like 100% out of the context, but let me finish this. So we have the product in Japan, we have the chocolate product called Ghana chocolate. I think it has nothing to do with Ghana, but for some reason it's named Ghana chocolate. So this guy, my friend, just brought pieces of Ghana chocolate to Ghana and just offered those pieces to anyone he met. Uh, Yeah, nobody liked it. So sad. But anyway, um, okay, let's get back to the business. So yes, yeah, if you're tuning in from outside the US, Europe, like Japan, Korea, uh, especially if you're from Korea, I mean Africa, I want to hear what's the one problem you wish more Web3 projects paid attention to, more financial inclusion, I don't know, like whatever problem you wish you wish Zenia paid attention to. Maybe maybe like on and off ramp. Because I know a lot of people in Africa use mobile money, right? Mobile payment. So I think it really depends on the platform, but you go to like the agent, the mobile money agent on the street. You talk to them and you give them the cash, and you you get the you get digital like mobile money in return. I mean, in exchange. I think that's how you get the mobile money most of the time. Or bank transfers if you have a bank account, kiosk sometimes. But yeah, so probably like if we um if we make it live, like um we work if we work with any sort of like a mobile money providers on the ground, and if you can just give any agent on the street cash to get Zenia, or like some sort of points to be converted to Zenia, or from Zenia to USDC, USDT, any sort of stable coin, stuff like that. If I were yeah, if I were from like the West Africa, uh I wish that would happen to, yeah, to the country, to the region. It'll to give you way more like easy access to crypto then. Hello, Emmanuel. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so I just uh, I just talked about base and Xenea, like, and just explain. So for those of you who just joined today, I was uh I was saying like a base tied to Coinbase has has the big strength, which is the distribution channel, right? From day one, they have the biggest one of the biggest distribution channel, and this distribution channel is of course Coinbase, and most of so those users on Coinbase already done like KYC. So this distribution channel gives Base like the huge booster. So that's what I that was like addressing in the beginning part of this space, and then I was exploring um a bit of similarity on Zenia, because we're not like um pretty much active in Europe or North America, but we have this like over 3 million downloads on Zenia wallets, like 3 million, over 3 million like user base in global South, and when we want to solve like real demand, um, the real issues on the ground. So in a sense, we already have a distribution channel, and distribution is the key, or distribution is the king, um, to win the market. Yeah, that was my point until this moment. Yeah. So now, yeah, let's get honest about our own strategy. Yeah. So at Zenia, we are obsessed with innovation. Our chief architect, Dr. Hiro Takahashi, he's really obsessed with innovation. He's sometimes obsessed too much with innovation. That's he's how innovative he is. He's submit tons of papers to like IEEE or any sort of like science associations and organizations. And I believe he's now giving a speech in the US for IEEE about his latest research paper about crypto, of course. Yeah. And we don't copy paste what others have done. Decentralized storage, this kind of a programmable wallets, proof of democracy. We're constantly pushing the boundaries. But here's the twist. Our innovation is product out, but our execution is marketing. So every feature in the Zenia wallet is pressure tested, not in a glass-walled conference room, but in internet cafes, on 3G phones, in WhatsApp groups and Telegram chats. So building for the next billion is not glamorous. It's messy, it's local, and it's full of surprises. And our product team is always listening, and sometimes too late at night, but to real users, the students in Pakistan, street vendors in Lagos, the young professionals in Hanoi. Every bug report, every confused WhatsApp message, every suggestion is gold. And this is why I believe that humility is just as important as ambition. We want to change the world, but we start by solving one small problem at a time, for one user at a time, maybe. And I know you guys have dealt with like a pain on our app, Zenia Wallet, when 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 I when there was an issue with the login, with like sign up phase. There's I know it caused a lot of pain and trouble to you, and we solved that, updated, and now implementing another feature, like a financial one, to the app will be updated and released very soon. So just like this, one by one, step by step, one innovation at a time, one solution at a time, solving one small problem at a time for one user at a time. Maybe that's how we move forward, right? But anyway, distribution channels is the king, and that's really key to ecosystem onboarding. So let's step back. Base and Xenea, two very different geographic groups, two very different user bases, but like similar philosophy, I think. That chain that controls onboarding and distribution wins. So in a sense, we have that similarity. So Base has the gravity of Coinbase and the seamlessness of US KYC. On the other hand, Zenia, we are building grassroots partnerships and plugging into local networks, like from Cairo to Karachi to Dakar. And yet, we both believe ecosystem growth is about onboarding, not just technology. And you don't win by building in isolation. You win by becoming the default entry point for community. And if you want to see this theory in action, yeah, look at our Zenia wallet. It's not just a wallet; it's a mediator, a bridge, a springboard for future products and partnerships. So this is how we plan to expand the Zenia ecosystem, by letting the user base pull us into new directions, not by dictating everything top down. So we need your voice. We're here to listen, not just to tell you what to do or what to use. I'm here. I'm here to listen. Always, every day, around the same time. Mhm. So, but what does like winning look like for each of us? I just said like a distribution, the chain that controls onboarding and distribution wins, right? But what does winning look like for each of us? And maybe for Base, it's probably about like turning every Coinbase user into a Web3 participant, mainstreaming crypto in the US and Europe. Maybe that's the win for Base. For Xenia, it's seeing um, crypto make real differences in the lives of people who can't access banks, who live on micropayments, who need real utility and security, not just hype. At least I myself think think that way. But maybe the real answer is not either or. Maybe it's a future where global infrastructure networks like base and local first product innovation chains like Zenia work together, and each solving their own purpose, each filling in their others' gaps. And maybe the next generation of Web3 will not look like the last. Maybe it'll be a patchwork, not a monopoly, a world where each network brings something unique to the table. Yeah. So yeah, I want to ask you, do you think that these networks, let's say Bayesian Xenea, will eventually interoperate and support each other? The one um, prevailing in the US and Europe market, the other one, us, trying to make real differences in the lives of people who can't act banks, who live on micropayments, who need real utility and security. Two very different user base, two very different geographical um, orientation. But do you think these networks will eventually interoperate and support each other? I hope so. Hmm. And again, for the record, whenever I go quiet, that means I am reading your comments. Okay. Just give me a quick second. Sorry. All right. Um, yeah, I think it's a really good question. Um, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Gillespie? Gillespie? Juleswy? What? So your question is, what do you call real user? It's a really good question, I think. Um, what what do you guys think? Like, what are the real users? Well, I think real users to Zenia are not just crypto traders or airdrop hunters, but people and businesses who use Zenia's infrastructure for practical everyday needs beyond like speculation. Um, of course, this is like each phase has its like um important group of people, to be honest. And we need crypto traders, we need airdrop hunters, we need like we need everybody to jump in to participate in our ecosystem. But when it comes to real users, like how I define that word. Then it's the people and businesses who use Zenea's infrastructure on daily, like um, beyond the speculation, practical one. And then maybe like unbanked or underbanked populations, like any individuals in emerging markets. So those who lack access to traditional banking systems. And I hope so for these users, I hope Xenea is not just another wallet. I hope it's a way to store value, send and receive payments, and potentially access new financial services that were previously out of reach. Because like it would be really great if so yeah, I think I've already told you guys before about my visit to the Gambia, and there is a the region, I mean area called Sarakunda, and I often like stay around the area, and on the street of Sarakunda, um, I see a lot of like street vendors, old women carrying mangoes and standing kind of still on the street for hours trying to sell those mangoes to the tourists or anyone passing by. And my vision is that she uses Xenia wallet. Well, I have to I have to check, I mean, see if she has a smartphone or not in the first place, but I I guess she has because like the mobile phones penetration rate in the Gambia is over 76%, whereas like internet penetration is only 16%, like less than 20% if I'm correct. But so yeah, let's just assume that she has a smartphone, and I hope one day she uses Zenia wallet and she sell the mangoes to get cash. Then she brings the cash to a mobile money agent on the street and converts the cash into Zenith or any sort of stable coin available on Zenia wallet by then. So that's uh one of my dreams to see in person, and that's one example um when it comes to the real user. Was it clear? I don't know. It was a bit too long, I think. Yes, yes, yes. Is there season three? Yeah, see, yeah, a lot of you are asking about season three, uh, gem mining season three, and it's coming very soon. Yeah, like it's like on the in the roadmap, it says like a Q3, right? But it's kind of a so season 3, according to the roadmap, but according to myself, aka the roadmap, um, it says season 3 has like on-chain missions, right? And so so there will be a bit of updates to the app itself, including the financial features, these on and off ramps, like a payment thing. So season 3, the beginning date of the seasons 3 is sort of like dependent on these updates. Okay, but it'll be updated very soon. Um, I had a meeting with the dev team yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday, and I was I made sure that like there'll be a there'll be one of the implementations on the uh e- station. Uh, s- so yeah, that's very soon because sometimes I have to pick one. I mean, I have to be very careful what to say or what to say or not. It's sometimes really hard. Because this is my more like a personal chain of thought X space, and I shouldn't disclose any information before the official announcement, right? So, but if I just keep talking and talking, then I just sometimes I happen to say something, so I try not to. Um, but anyway, it's coming very soon. And again, I think I mentioned that yesterday about the poll. So I set up a poll on my pin post about like which time slot works best for these spaces. But I don't think like you guys were not you guys were comfortable with like visiting another website to make a poll. But so yeah, I don't get so many, but I will I will shut it down and probably set up another version of poll, maybe just a native like feature on X. I even think about like giving a small gift to those who already like have participated in the poll. It sometimes just the participation means a lot, right? Yeah. So sometimes it just makes my makes somebody's day. Yeah, just being there, just going there, just being present. So yeah, um, there'll be something to some of you who already um participated in my poll on Doodle. And but I will set up another one later. So hope you participate this time. What else? What's the next concrete step we can expect from Zenia in Q3? The very concrete one to introduce next will be a financial feature, I think. Maybe that'll be the next one to come live, I think. Yeah, it's almost there. Yeah, right. Some feature, yeah, financial one. That'll be the next one, next update to come. And it'll be really exciting, I think. So there'll be announcement on official account, of course, but a month ago, we've made a partnership with a really great group of people, engineers, who are like actively operating in the on and off ramp realm, and so the next feature is built based on the partnership, and it'll add so much to Zenia wallet. So that's gonna be the very next one to come on Zenia wallet. Okay. So it's about 50 minutes already. No, 30 minutes. No, one. When did I start this? It's just sometimes hard to track time. Yeah. It's been 50 minutes or so. Okay. So yeah, as always, if you're planning to attend GM Vietnam, I tell this every day. So if you're planning to attend GM Vietnam, just let me know. If there is enough interest, I want to organize a morning coffee meetup. And I've already set up like VIP dinner with like a no cell contributors, the community leaders, or anyone who can contribute to our node, like the upcoming node cell. So there'll be a VIP dinner already set, but I'm planning to throw another like casual meetup if you guys are around. And I'm coming to Seoul, South Korea this this Saturday, the weekend. Yeah, just 1 day trip. So if you're around, let me know. We might have a chance to hang out a little bit for morning coffee, probably. Anything else? I think that's it for today. And let me keep a few questions to answer tomorrow. Just because um, a good question needs good. I think a good questions need a decent amount of time to answer. Not like a quick one, but when the question is good and sometimes technical, uh, I need to think of a way of explaining that concept or stuff like that. So yeah, I just found a few comments to I found a few comments I want to answer, but tomorrow, because after all, I do this every day now, right? So we will talk tomorrow around the same time tomorrow. Okay. All right. So I just found it one funny one. Can you please share your thoughts and stop all these stories? Uh, thank you. I thought I was sharing my thoughts with stories, but it sounds like I haven't shared any thoughts, but just spread all like random stories. Yeah. But thank you. Thanks for the comment. I will. It's funny, but I will take that seriously. Okay. And so yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to Chain of Thought number 5, and let's keep learning from each other. And whether you're in Lagos or Los Angeles, Karachi, Kansas City, Hanoi, Istanbul, anywhere, let's keep building infrastructure, products, and networks that actually belong to everyone. And let's remember, it's not just about technology or hype, it's about distribution, trust, and service. Looking forward to your questions, your stories, your ideas. And from time to time, I'm seriously, I pick your comments. I mean, I pick your questions on ideas, and I bring them up during like a weekly catch up will during my meeting with my team. All right. So we are really here to listen to your ideas and those stories and questions. So drop your thoughts in the comments or DM if you want to go deeper. So talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Good night. Goodbye.